In Fight Club, Tyler Durden is slipping frames of penises in family movies. After having watched The Joker, I got the feeling that Todd Phillips is doing that, figuratively of course, throughout the movie. In my opinion, this movie started as a remake of Martin Scorsese's King of Comedy, but somewhere along the way, somebody thought that they can name this movie The Joker, or Joker, and make all those superhero-loving man babies like yours truly go and see it instead of, 20 people. And damn it, this movie is nasty. It's nasty in all the right ways. No doubt this is why so many reporters are salty about it, because the entire movie is a huge middle finger to the system. It is punk rock nihilism to its finest. In no way this is a Joker prequel or an origin story. Instead, under the guise of a comic book movie, we're exposed to an edgy political commentary about the failings of America. Here is a warning. There will be spoilers. This movie introduces us to Arthur. He's an outcast. He is emotionally troubled. He works as a clown in a Gotham City that is crumbling. In the beginning of the movie, he gets jumped by a gang. He gets beaten, and one of his colleagues is sort of a father figure to him, gives him a gun, even though he's not supposed to have a gun because he's a mental patient. Arthur fantasizes of becoming a stand-up comedian, and he sees a talk show host, Mary Franklin, as a father figure. He fantasizes that this talk show host is accepting him as a son. Of course, he is living with his mother. He takes care of her because she's sick. She's a very sick woman. Arthur also has brain damage, and this brain damage makes him laugh uncontrollably. Like, the Joker from Batman. Every week, I think, he visits a social service that gives him medicine for his mental health problems. But this service is running out of funding, so he cannot get his medicine anymore. Things go bad for Arthur. He gets fired because he's in a children's hospital. He's having a show and his weapon drops, and he gets fired because his colleague that gave him the gun tells that he asked for the gun. And then he returns home. He's on the train one night, and a bunch of drunk yuppies are harassing a woman. Arthur starts laughing, and they jump him. So he shoots them, because, of course, giving access to guns instead of medicine to mental patients is always a good idea. No decent society would do that, right? Right? Okay, never mind that. The newspapers attribute this attack to a vigilante in a clown mask that is attacking the rich. And this is done in order for them to sell more issues. Nothing like that would happen in real life, right? Right? Okay, this Gotham City is a mess. It's a cesspool. Unemployment is at an all-time high. Businesses are shutting down constantly. Crime is out of control. The rich, as represented by Thomas Wayne, Bruce's father, openly mock the working class. He's running for mayor, you see. This situation leads to a bunch of people riding in clown masks. While this happened, in the background, Arthur ignores politics. But he's dealing with a ton of stuff. He learns that Thomas Wayne may or may not be his real father. You see, his mother may be delusional about this, and in true Joker origin story, this is never clarified. He also learns that his mother's ex-boyfriend is responsible for his brain damage because he abused him. All the while, he imagines himself having an affair with his next-door neighbor, and when he's at his lowest, he realizes it's all in his head because he doesn't take his medicine. And finally, his idol, Mary Franklin, plays a video of his stand-up performance and mocks him. And we have all those betrayals that push Arthur over the edge, and this leads to a very powerful finale as he is taking care of his parent issues in a very definite way. But this Arthur in the movie is no clown prince of crime. He's no evil genius. He's just a lone, broken cog in the dysfunctional machine that is Gotham. And when he finally breaks, this creates a chain reaction that makes the machine come crashing down. The riot in the end is not a meticulous plan of Arthur. It's just a series of unfortunate events. This Joker is not cool. He's not funny. This Joker is a pathetic loser. He constantly says that his life is a comedy, only he never adds that He's the joke, he's the punchline. His comedic skills are awful. Despite all the media outrage, the violence in this movie is never glorified. Well, there is this scene towards the end that feels very satisfying, to be honest, but and even the riot in the ending is never glorified, such as in the adaptation of V for Vendetta, or is not depoliticized as in the Hunger Games. Yes, this Joker is just a person who doesn't care about politics and wants to be left alone. The riot is just a natural conclusion to the situation that is said in the beginning of the movie. He was just there. This Joker was just there and he caused this. But not because he wanted it, but because it happened. This movie is tragic, indeed, but at the same time it's very funny. Todd Phillips has a great comedic timing. He makes everybody but Arthur have their funny moments and some great jokes. Yes, some of them are very grim. This movie is more gallows humor than anything else, but still there is a lot of humor. I mean, there is this amazing scene with the dwarf that tries to open a door and he cannot reach the bar, and that was funny and tragic at the same time. And if you want to get Joker in one scene, that's the scene. Joaquin Phoenix, of course, steals the show. His performance is amazing. He even manages to save some of the weaker parts of the movie. Because, let's be fair, there is some blogging as the plot jumps between the various plot lines, and the directing is good, but it's not stellar. Yes, this movie is great, and it's worth all the praise, because it's a real and subversive movie that managed to slip through the studio system. This is a movie nobody expected to see in contemporary Hollywood. It's a movie that won't make any dollars in China, and that's why everyone is ecstatic about it. But it's not neither perfect nor a masterpiece. But yes, this is a real movie, and not only that, there is a very definite left-wing worldview throughout it, a very savage view of our society and everything wrong with it. Everything wrong with the 1%, the media, the way people treat each other, and of course the progressive media will try to tie this to the alt-right, and that's because this movie does not fit with the narrative that we have a surrogate figure coming in, helps a few token characters, and suddenly everything is perfect with our world. Instead, it is a scathing criticism and savage satire of neoliberal capitalism, of the marginalization of the mentally ill, of the gun fetishism in the US. It bears a lot of the grit and edginess of movies from past decades, movies such as Taxi Driver, Falling Down, Fight Club. Leaving the theater, I could hear the Sex Pistols. God save this clown prince of crime. This movie is great, it should be watched and maybe rewatched if you have any questions about what really happens. And there will be a lot of theories in the coming days about Arthur's condition, about his parents, about why he does that. Was this planned by him or was this accidental? I have some opinions about that, but I think there will be a lot of discussion because after all those years, Hollywood did make a real movie, and that's amazing. Yes, I know, I don't believe it either.